I think it's time to talk about the Sony event.
Yeah. Do we have the list of stuff?
I made notes.
Excellent.
I am prepared
I think I can remember
because
most of it in my head.
wasn't that much,
It
but at
was
least I have the order and stuff.
I was to begin with, I was pretty disappointed that we just got fed trailer after trailer after trailer after trailer again.
What were you
Yeah. What were you
expecting
expecting?
exactly?
I was expecting something like here's some pomp and circumstance for our console.
Like
Here's
maybe they should have shown them like, here's the console. Here's what happens when you boot it up. Here's what the new UI is like. And now we're gonna start a game you haven't seen before, and then it goes into a trailer.
Is that what you're saying, Jip?
some of that. Yeah, some of that. Some of like here's a quick blurb, a little demonstration of how PS4 games work on PS5. Here's
Something showing the thing working, doing something.
something,
Something
not
do it.
just
Showing
Here's what makes the new controller so unique. When you push here, it turns the thing on.
I will say this for sure, Shipwreck.
Shipwreck.
Shipwreck makes a good point, and when you start off your conference with a thing on the screen that says, "Hey, this is running off a PC," and our new console is coming out in in a couple months, you're like, "Wait, what? What are we watching? Why are you
why are we
leading with
watching?
this? Why is this the
You
first?"
you already sold us on Spider-Man. It still looks great.
Well, no, Spider-Man wasn't running on a PC. That was Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it was Final Fantasy. I was talking
Sure,
about.
but you started off the conference with that slogan, like right off the
Yeah,
top. So
that
it's
was
like,
the first thing that came on. I was like, "Wait, isn't this the PS5 thing?
um,
Are you trying to sell PS5?" I mean, it didn't slow anybody down from buying a PS5 after,
no,
Yeah.
of course
They're,
not.
they're sold out. That's it. It's done.
but
But
yeah,
there
it is
wasn't
weird. That was weird.
there wasn't even a mixture of like, and here's somebody playing a portion of the game for too long. It was
Right. Have we learned too much or nothing?
right. I felt like we were gonna beat that Spider-Man game by the end of that conference.
Right. Right. Right.
uh,
Right. Right.
it looks great.
How many
Spider-Man.
costumes does Miles Morales have? I only know really two,
Mm,
I wouldn't know.
right?
They
How
can
many
make
does
as
he
many
need?
as they want.
right.
I guess. But
Seems like he's
that
getting
was,
electrocuted with superpowers in this one or something. Like,
Well, he has the electricity
He
powers.
has electricity.
oh, I don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Seriously, what is your problem?
I watched the
What is your
Spider Verse. He
problem?
didn't shoot anybody with electricity in Spider Verse.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, I was getting popcorn. I don't know. Yeah, it looks good. I mean, you know what? To be honest, it looked like shit because I was watching a 1080p 30 frame per second YouTube live stream, and really couldn't have looked any worse. Pretty much
It looked
every game.
It still looked the Spider-Man game still looked pretty good though.
Mhm.
Yeah, but you have to like imagine like what it's
I
gonna
know.
look like.
I'm glad that it looks good on the YouTube because I'm going to be playing it on the PlayStation 4.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, that
So-
was I guess news out of this. It's not surprising news.
I
it always,
predicted that, and I think I
But
predicted
they
the
also-
prices, but I don't know if I got the
They
prices right.
also did they kind of hint that there wouldn't be free upgrades or
that's the part of the conference that I'm missing. Right?
Yeah.
It's the like, how does your ecosystem work? What ecosystem am I buying into? Or why would I trust you with the digital only version, which you've not built any trust with me on you having backwards compatibility? And some stuff came out afterwards that like 99% of stuff is backwards compatible,
Right.
but I still don't understand how. Like, do I just download the games
Just
again?
plug in your PlayStation 4 into the special port in the PlayStation 5. And then you can play your PlayStation 4. No.
Mhm.
I don't know. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Chip. It was pretty dry of information. And
And
then
it was even to the point it was like people were wondering, like, okay, well, is the only difference between them the disk drive? It is,
right.
but they still could have like had that as a selling point, particularly with how somewhat confusing the Xbox model is.
It sounds like they're not making too many of the diskless ones.
What'd you call me?
Dickless. It's true. Yeah, it's true.
It's
This
true.
man
It's
has
true,
no
Your
dick.
Honor. This man has no dick.
And maybe it's sort of just like so they could say, hey, starting from $400, PlayStation 5.
It's a good
appar-
move.
It sounds like GameStop doesn't have too many of those to sell, according to anecdotal evidence from our sources.
But would GameStop want to sell that many of those?
No,
Right.
definitely
So
not.
maybe they did not request too many of those.
That's a good point as well.
Yeah.
At this point, I think GameStop will want to sell whatever the fuck they can sell, and if there's another $100 into their revenue, then they'll fucking take it. We're still talking about
to the games. We
the
had the Final
games.
Fantasy.
So there's Final Fantasy. There's a
Yes.
Final Fantasy game coming out. I know you guys are both big Final Fantasy fans.
Yes.
You've played all of them, beaten all of them.
Yes, it's a
I've
console
played
exclusive,
quite
I
a bit of-
believe.
Yes, it's
Yep.
a console exclusive. Sure, I fully believe that will come to Xbox
At some point,
a year or two down the road. Console and PC, it looked like a modern day Final Fantasy game. I believe you called it Fancy Nights.
yes. And then on my notes here, I wrote it wrong, and I wrote Dandy Nights, but that works fine.
I
as
think
well.
Dandy Nights is better.
Yeah, it is better. Thank you,
It's better.
Google Documents, and my big thumbs for not being able to type. Then they showed, after Spider-Man, they showed Harry Potter's Legacy. Is that what it's called?
I think it's just Hogwarts.
Hogwarts Legacy?
Let's see. Yeah.
Shipwreck was so funny in our chat. He wrote, and now to talk about the game, here's JK. That'd been funny.
I mean, they're gonna have to distance themselves. I guess. I don't know.
I don't think you have to.
They don't
I mean,
have to.
The Harry Potter license, it can be liked and her be an idiot at the same time.
Yes, those are not mutually exclusive things.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What is this game?
I think it's the game. You know, I think it's supposed to be a role playing game where you create your own wizard and go to Hogwarts.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure, it sounds good. It looked really good. The graphics.
And then you
look
learn
really
how to
good.
be a wizard.
I think that's appeals to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
It looked good.
Yeah.
Can't say it didn't look good.
I'll need to see a little bit more structure to it, I think.
I think there's structure to it.
I don't know.
I'm sure there's structure.
I'm sure it's fine.
I'm sure you fight. There's some big rats you have to fight at the start of the game.
In a basement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to use a broom to hit them.
Mhm.
Then they showed Black Ops Cold War. Like Call of Duty, like always 60 frames per second. That's like the standard. And then, here it is in 30 frames per second. That looks whatever. I don't even know.
Right. That's the problem with having like the trailer after trailer too, is like you hit games like Call of Duty and you're like either really into Call of Duty or you're just, I'm
Give
out.
two
Like,
shits. Yeah.
Finally, RC cars and Call of Duty. It's about time.
Right. Yeah.
Haven't they had that for like 12 iterations? of
I
this?
don't know.
They're bigger now, the cars.
Yeah.
They're better.
Send out your RC drone and blow up an airplane.
Right. I just want to play as Reagan in Deathmatch. Can I do that or not? Just tell me now.
In zombies.
It's gonna be pretty. Can I play as like actor Ronald Reagan with the cowboy hat and everything?
The Gipper.
That would be ideal.
Well, here are the zombies.
So, it's not anymore. Then they showed Resident Evil 8,
Yep.
which
Which looks interesting. It had that weird. And then it kind of ended with the shopkeeper from Resident Evil 4, but he didn't say, what are you buying? And I was like, well, this sucks.
Because he doesn't say that.
PS5.
Yeah.
What are you buying? What are you trying to buy?
What are you trying to buy?
What
That's
are you
say.
trying to pre-order?
You are blocked. Games that can you imagine people trying to buy PS5s from GameStop getting the message you are
There's
blocked?
imagine people trying to buy a PS5 from a guy in a coat.
That's I think at this point,
Probably
What are you
going to be how you
buying?
get them.
yeah, eventually, yeah.
What are you buying? Hey kid, come over here.
Can you just imagine the GameStop tech guys like getting yelled at by the managers? Like, how can it say you're blocking the customers? Why does it say you're blocking the customers? Why this is the worst thing that could possibly happen? I mean, anything is better. A plain white page is better. Don't say you are blocked. That's the worst thing. I mean, anything would be better. Literally anything. Like a picture of a penis would be better. Well, maybe not.
Chris Evans would agree with you.
I don't know that he would. Then they showed this game Deathloop, which I still don't really understand what's happening in that game.
But you
It
at
looks
least were
interesting.
interested by it.
I was interested because I didn't know. I was trying to figure out what was happening, and I couldn't by the end of the.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's
It's fine. Got my attention.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I wrote console exclusive on there, so
Yes, it is.
it probably is.
It is. I'm telling you, it is.
Because they've made mistakes in this they've made factual errors in the presentation actually, but not
they said that before about this game.
okay.
Not the first time they've shown.
Are you interested in this game at all? Because
Yeah,
don't
isn't it
even
from
know
the
what's
people who
happening.
made Dishonored?
Oh yes, okay. Arcane
Yeah,
should be good.
yeah.
I'm okay.
As someone
it
who's
out.
completed both Dishonored 1 and Dishonored 2, yes, I am interested in their follow-up.
You honor them
I do.
with your dedication.
Mm-hmm.
Then they showed Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition.
Yeah, that is just a waste of everyone's time. What's next?
It's bad. I don't want to I don't
What are you
remember.
doing with that in the middle of this?
Yeah, there's a few of those.
It's
Well,
like,
maybe no.
okay,
That's
what's the point? What's
Yeah.
the point?
I don't
I mean,
know.
if you love that game, great. More power to you. But you probably already played it.
Then you have. I mean, there's a little section here where you're like, okay, these are fine games, I'm sure, but maybe not in like the big the presentation right before we do the pre-orders. They had Oddworld Soulstorm.
Mm-hmm.
Soulstorm is not a great name, I feel. Did we talk about this already?
No.
No. Why don't you think Soulstorm is not a great
It
name?
seems like the most generic.
It's also not really the
video
name.
game.
It's Oddworld Soulstorm.
That's what That's what
I know,
said.
but I'm
Yeah.
saying it's got the Oddworld in front of it.
It's just like such a if you had a random name generator for video game titles, like I need like some fucking bullshit word in my title, this would come up like 20% of the time. I feel. Soulstorm, not the Oddworld part. Anyway, I don't know. It looks all right. I don't know that I would put it in my big reveal trailer. Not my reveal trailer, but my last trailer before pre-orders. But all right. And then Five Nights at Freddy's. Is that like?
Five Nights at Freddy's is a big deal.
Is that is that people getting fired up? People watching
That's a big deal.
these
That was
events?
my son was screaming.
Does he have $500 for this?
Not
for
only
this?
that, but we had to watch the trailer and then pause it at
They
certain
didn't even fucking
parts.
show anything.
Oh,
I missed
he
it.
knows everything there is to know. He's read all the books.
Wow.
He has toys. He built his own Five Nights at Freddy's pizzeria in his room.
Oh my God. I hope he's
It's
up
like
to code.
4 feet by 3 feet. It's gigantic. He built it out of blocks and cardboard, and he spends all of his time adding on to his little creation. I should take a picture and send it to you. And yeah, and he knows everything. He's played all the games. So Five Nights at Freddy's for a certain group of people, like my son, is a very big deal.
That's great. He's got a lot of disposable
It's never
income.
been on. Well, no, it is on. The old games are on the Switch, but this is the first new game coming to a console.
Nice. All right. Well, that's great.
Yeah, it's like we had to pause it, be like, "Wait, that's so and so. Oh, that's so and so. Oh, there's voices."
Freddy.
Okay.
All right. Then they showed Demon Souls, which is a PS5 exclusive.
Yes.
How come when the guy was playing it, well, whatever, when they showed the fucking gameplay video, guys like swing it one shot, the guys go down. When I play these games, it's like one shot, I go down.
When have you played those games?
I've tried them out just to see what the hype is about. I feel like it's fake news in these trailers.
You're fake news.
People are excited about Demon Souls. Not
I know
us
people are buying this console for Demon Souls.
Sure.
I don't know. I never understood I'm going to buy a console to replay a game I already played once.
Right.
I've done that before.
I haven't. I don't know. It's just weird to me. I mean, I get it if they said Demon Souls 2, like a true sequel to Demon Souls, not the other one, Dark Souls.
Right.
Like, and it's a whole new game. Like this was my favorite game on the PlayStation 3. I can't wait to play the new one. I'm going to buy a console for it because they are coming out on the same date. I'm on board with that. I understand that. But here's $560 so I could play something I already played once again.
Is it $60 or $70?
It's $570 plus tax. Here's $600.
Wait, I don't think the Roblox. I mean, the Five Nights at Freddy's game is $70. Is it?
The Five Nights at Freddy's game is also coming out on the PlayStation 4, so I don't care.
Oh, it's probably not $70 on that.
No, it'll probably be like $40 is going to be my guess.
Right.
I mean, people could be excited about this. It's a beloved game. They need something to play in their new consoles because it's slim pickings every console launch, right? Particularly this one, it seems like it's even slimmer.
It does seem well, of course, because of COVID.
Yeah,
of course,
yeah.
of course.
That's,
yeah, it does seem super slim for both consoles.
I mean, the biggest release is the Spider-Man DLC, basically the extended game DLC.
That's the biggest release probably for the PlayStation 5, sure.
In both.
And for the Xbox.
Yeah.
No, Xbox has Assassin's Creed.
Touche. Point proven.
Mm-hmm.
Then after Demon Souls, they showed the PlayStation Plus collection, which is backwards compatible PS4 games that you can download on PS5. I don't know what that is.
There, they could have paused
and said what that is.
Here's a couple slides of what this actually means.
Right. No, figure it out. Just download the games and maybe pay or not. Who knows?
Right.
Probably pay. I'm guessing pay.
There might be info out there on it now. I don't know.
Jeff Keighley probably knows. Just ask Jeff Keighley.
Jeff Keighley probably does. Yeah. He's like, I bet it's this. Is it this, Sony?
Right. They should have just ended that presentation with, and just hit up Jeff Keighley on Twitter for any further questions. Thanks for watching.
I think they did.
That's how it ended. No, actually, how it ended was the price reveal, and it was $400 for the discless.
Stop calling me that.
And $500 for the disc full.
Thank you.
Yes, I don't know why. The disc drive is really like worth $100 somehow.
Yeah,
I guess.
Sure.
No,
it's a price play there.
Yeah, it's just so they can say they have a $400 option. And they're gonna try to make as few of those as possible, and still say they have it. Right? Is that accurate, Chip, or no?
They're gonna see how they go. I mean, traditionally the discless systems have not done particularly well, right? If you give people the option, they go for the one that plays the games that they can buy anywhere.
But it's $100. That's, I don't know.
It's $100. It would be a fine system for plenty of people.
Yep. Let's see. And so that was it. That was the presentation.
Well, they had God of War at the end, right?
A teaser of God of War.
They showed a logo.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
This is me doing the logo, doing an Omega.
Good. Yeah, it might have been more of a circle, like a snail type of logo.
It goes like it goes around, in and out.
I think it was more like a snail this time.
Yeah,
it was invocative of the Omega symbol, but
I don't know that. Yeah, when they don't show the game, it's supposed to come out. When did they say? Next year?
They said, "Hey, remember, PlayStation 5, we're gonna have God of War."
Right,
is what they said.
I feel like they showed some game, and I felt like it wasn't coming out.
Remember when Nintendo said, "Hey guys, remember we got Metroid coming"?
How's that? It's great, right? It's going. How's that going? Almost done. Any day now. It's like the Cheap Ass Gamer website upgrade.
You haven't talked about that in a while.
I know, but I'm seeing some screenshots now.
You should put a logo out.
That's it. We did. All right, so that was it for the conference, and then magically Jeff Keighley started tweeting that, hey, it sounds like the pre-order is going to go live like now, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Tomorrow, oh, maybe now. Actually, I'm hearing now-ish. And then they went up, and then they went down.
I don't know. It's too much, too fast.
What do you mean?
Pain in the ass. I like at least knowing, like, yeah, I don't know. I like that the Xbox One is on the 22nd. It gives me time to think about it.
What?
Isn't that what
you haven't had time to think about this for
No, well, I'm
Like, a
dealing
year
with my
now?
own issues right now, but no, yes, no. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get an Xbox either, which kind of sucks, but
Oh,
whatever. I wasn't expecting my son to have surgery that required specialists that we're figuring out now still with the insurance company how much I need to pay.
gotcha.
So
Will they
getting
take
any
an
console.
Xbox One X in trade?
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, the hospital. I might be buying an Xbox One X or a PlayStation 5, but a plastic surgeon's going to be able to use it. I think it's what
You're
happens.
buying it for somebody else. Is what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see. I'm still trying to figure out how much that's going to be. And then we'll talk about consoles.
Well, just keep following Jeff Keighley.
That's certainly understandable.
Sucks.
The good news is there's no games to play on them.
I know. That's why I keep saying, well, this game will be out on this. This game will be out on that. I could still play Assassin's Creed. I could still play Cyberpunk. I
Yep.
could still play Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yep.
So,
Glad
yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy's was included there.
Yes. Oh, no. It's. I'm going to hear about it literally every day until there's a launch date. Do you know when it's coming out? I don't know when it's coming out. Do you know how much? I don't know how much it's going to be.
What
So
does he care
Ship,
how
is
much
the
it's gonna
pre-order
be?
situation always this bad every year? I mean, every console launch? Does it matter even if they
I
tell
think
you
the
when it's going to be?
PlayStation 2 was probably the worst. I feel like the PlayStation 2
Well, you couldn't
was
even
the
get
worst.
those.
You couldn't get it anywhere, and I had to. Mine came with Armageddon on DVD, and I had no choice
Right, I remember those.
from Amazon.
Hey, it was okay. You did
It
it right.
came with Ridge Racer,
Mhm.
Tekken, and Armageddon on DVD. And the only game I wanted out of that was Tekken,
Well,
and I had
Got
to
it.
get it from Amazon.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
you didn't miss a thing.
No, there you go. That was clever. I get it.
As far as like since we've been in the online
Right.
sphere, like PS2 really wasn't in the
Correct.
hey we're pre-ordering online.
Oh no, but I'm the question of what was the worst. I'm like that was the worst.
Sure.
This is not that much different situation than anything recently. Like any like Switch pre-orders, those were a bit of a nightmare to get. They like particularly like the first day something goes up, it's been terrible to get. So I think it's a little bit worse because they didn't make as many this time just because of COVID. So
And you like to
Xbox
have a little
One-
date and time heads up about when the pre-order is going live. At least like, nah.
I think it's going to be worse to get the Xbox because everybody is prepared to get it.
I remember, and
Could
I
be.
bet you don't, Chibi, but I remember you coming by my office in the city and going, "We gotta go now," and I'm like, "What are you talking about? We gotta go and get PSPs. I know where they have them."
Where do we go? Where do they have them?
I think it was at a GameStop not that far from my office.
Did we get them?
Yeah, we got them. We each bought one.
Nice.
Uh-huh. But I remember that. You were very excited. And,
Well.
and I didn't even think about it. And then afterwards I went home and my wife's like, "What did you get?" "The PSP. It's gonna be the biggest thing."
The
So.
golden years.
Yep.
Now there's no thrill. You're just like trying
Yeah.
to get your address typed into the fucking thing quick enough before
Yeah,
the
exactly.
That's the key is you just need to have all your info in your account prior to this.
Oh yeah, I pre-filled this contest winner's address into my Amazon account and
That
my
work?
Best Buy account, so that I could do it. And of course, those two didn't go live, and then I wound up getting it through Target and just entering it in, but I made it. Go me! I didn't order one for myself though. I don't know. It's hard to get
It'll be
excited.
fine.
That thing is ugly too. I'm sorry. That
You're
PS5.
ugly.
Well, yeah, okay, but I'm not asking you to spend money on me. You know, that thing is not.
Yeah, who wants something that's tall, slim, and white?
I'm not defining any. I'm not arguing with you.
I'm talking about you, not the console.
I know. I'm not
Okay.
arguing with you. It's not a great looking. I mean, I don't know. I feel like form follows function, and like, what the fuck is that thing? You know what I'm saying? Like the Xbox looks like a computer because it's a fucking computer. PlayStation, Looks like, as Wombat says, Tony Stark's house. Or Avengers Tower, depending on how you have
Depending
it
on what position
oriented.
you have it, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, and I like weird designs, but when they showed it today, at least the way they demonstrated it, it was not visually appealing to me in that conference.
It's not a aesthetically pleasing console. But I'm sure the games it'll run will be aesthetically pleasing.
It gives them a good opportunity when they revise the console for a redesign. Could look drastically different.
True.
Hopefully. And that's when we move in, Wombat.
I'll get it in that Spider-Man game.
Right. Yeah. It's hard. I don't know. But anyway, I'll get it eventually. And we'll see how good we'll see what the situation is. I don't know. Apparently we're just giving them away. I don't get to get one. I'm just buying them from other people. I don't get one. All
Could
right.
be worse.
I want to win one. How come I can't win one?
Have you retweeted from video game deals?
I don't think I'm eligible to win.
Pretty sure you're eligible.
Oh my God, we had so many retweets for that first contest.
Did you pick the winners? Is the store bond?
No, Thorbon does it.
So you can enter.
It's okay. It's not going to look very good. People go crazy when we announce the winners for the contest. I had a winner. I had to do a contest. Usually Thorbon handles all the contests, but once in a while, like the Best Buy ones I do, and some other ones that once in a while I do. We had one where we had 5 winners. I left a letter off one of the winners' names. I contacted all the winners privately and everything. But when I posted the winners, I left off one letter on the guy's name. So if you clicked on the thing, it would show like some shitty account that obviously wasn't active. And people were like, rigged contest. Look what's happening. This is all bullshit. I was like, I'm sorry. Like I cut and pasted 6 names and I fucked one up. And Thorbon's like, yeah, people get very like, they check on those winners to make sure there's no nonsense. So Wombat, no, I am not eligible to win anything.
Am I eligible to win?
No. People will fucking flip out.
Let them flip.
Let's move on.
Yes.
We're done. Are we done with our Sony wrap up analysis?
So.
Shipwreck. Anything to say about the launch so far? Anything? We covered it all.
I think we did it.
We did it.
I'm looking forward to finding out more about this console that I pre-ordered.
Right. Wombat, start entering those Taco Bell contests. You can win.
For Xboxes, right?
Yeah, Xbox
Yeah.
for Xbox. Got to win.
Yeah.
Win something. I'm trying to win.